They say pressure makes diamonds, right? Cute quote. Instagram loves it, but you and I both know pressure also makes people scream into their pillows, stress eat a family-sized bag of chips meant for 12 people, and rewatch the same show 5 times just to avoid one tough conversation. Pressure makes real people freak out, melt down, spiral. I know, because I was one of them. But let me show you something wild. Picture this. You're 30,000 feet in the air, hurtling through the sky faster than most people think. The earth is a blur below you. You're strapped into a cockpit. Every button has a purpose. Every second counts. One twitch of a muscle, too early or too late, and it's game over. You're a fighter pilot. And up here, there's no time to process your emotions, no time to take a breather or journal your feelings. You've got seconds, maybe less. You can't flinch, you can't freeze. You have to respond with precision, with calm, with control. Now you might be thinking, cool story, Joe, but I'm not in a fighter jet. I'm just trying to survive Monday. Yeah, but here's the twist. You are a fighter pilot every single day. Your cockpit, it's your brain. Your battlefield, it's your job, your family, your thoughts, your phone buzzing with a message that shakes your whole mood. That moment when someone says that one thing that triggers you and your body wants to go full soap opera meltdown, but you're standing in line at Starbucks. Welcome to the mental dogfight. And most of us, we're flying blind. I was too. I didn't grow up stoic. I wasn't born calm. I was the king of overthinking. I'd spiral over texts, rehearse arguments in the shower, panic if someone used a period instead of an emoji. I was emotionally twitchy, like a cat in a thunderstorm. One tiny thing goes wrong, boom. My whole day's off. My mood crashed and burned. Until one day, I stumbled across this interview with an actual fighter pilot. And what he said shifted my brain like an earthquake in slow motion. He said, "You can't rise to the occasion. You fall to your level of training." Let me repeat that. You don't rise to the occasion. You fall to your level of training. When everything goes wrong, your instincts take over. Not your dreams, not your vision board, not your favorite motivational quote. Your reflexes. And that hit me, right in the ego. Because I realized I had zero mental reflexes. I'd spent my whole life hoping life would chill out, praying things would get easier. But life doesn't get easier. You just get stronger, if you train for it. So I started doing exactly that, training, like a fighter pilot, but for the mind. Now, don't picture me in a helmet yelling Maverick into the mirror. This wasn't sexy. It started stupidly small. I'd pick one situation that usually made me lose my cool, like getting stuck behind the slowest person on the planet in the grocery store. That's where I began. I'd feel the heat rising in my chest, the urge to sigh aggressively, roll my eyes, maybe even send a mental insult straight to their ankles. But instead, I'd pause. I'd take one slow breath. I'd say in my head, this is training. This is the simulator. It wasn't about the cart. It was about me. My reaction, my wiring. Every slow checkout became a flight drill. Every annoying driver, another mission. Late text response, training, group chat drama, advanced level simulation. And slowly, things started to shift. Where I used to blow up, I now breathed. Where I used to spiral for 3 days, I processed and moved on in 3 hours and 3 minutes. Then, sometimes instantly. I was building mental reflexes, like a fighter pilot. And here's the magic. The world didn't stop being chaotic. People didn't suddenly become less annoying. But I became unshakable. Now, before you think this turned me into some emotionless Zen robot, let me be clear. I still have feelings. I still get hurt. I still sometimes drop a burrito and feel like the universe is against me. But now, I recover fast. I bounce back. That's the superpower. Not being unbothered, being unbreakable. And here's the truth. You can build this too, because you already have reflexes. They're just untrained. They're shaped by your past. That teacher who humiliated you. That breakup that made you question your worth. That parent who never gave you space to breathe. All of that? It built your current autopilot. But here's the good news. Reflexes can be retrained. You don't have to stay reactive. You can become responsive, controlled, free, Let me tell you a quick story. There's this ancient warrior, right? Every morning before the sun even stretches, he wakes up. Rain or shine, no excuses. He sharpens his blade. He moves through his drills, step by step, strike by strike, over and over. No audience, no applause, no war in sight. Just him, the quiet, and the rhythm of his practice. Neighbors see him year after year, and they start to laugh, whisper, "Why bother? There's no fight, no enemy. You're wasting your time." But the warrior doesn't flinch. He just keeps moving, keeps sharpening, keeps showing up. And when they finally ask him, "Why do you do this every day with no battle to fight?" he smiles and says, "Because the day I'm tested won't be the day I'm ready if I wait to start then. The skill needs to live in me before the storm comes, not after." That warrior, that's you. That's us. Life doesn't send invitations before it throws chaos at you. It won't warn you before it shatters your heart, or rattles your sense of control, or drops you into a moment where everything you thought was stable suddenly isn't. One phone call, one message, one bad day, that's all it takes. And when that moment comes, you won't have time to Google how to stay calm. You won't have space to build new habits. You'll fall instantly into whatever reflex you've rehearsed. So the real question is, what are you rehearsing? This isn't about being macho. It's not about pretending to be untouchable. It's not about stuffing down your feelings and acting cool. That's not strength. That's denial. This is about emotional agility, the kind of inner power that lets you feel everything and still choose your response. It's about breathing when your chest tightens, about recognizing when anger flares, but choosing wisdom instead of reaction. It's about that one extra second of pause, that one intentional breath, that one question, who do I want to be right now? Instead of, what does my pain want to do? You don't need to be perfect. Nobody is. You just need to practice. That's all. Practice choosing calm when your instincts want chaos. Practice slowing down when your emotions want speed. Start with the next tiny frustration. Someone cuts you off? That's your drill. Your partner hits a nerve? Another representative. You spill coffee on your shirt before a big meeting? Welcome to the simulator. Use it, because every one of these moments, it's a chance to build your reflex, a chance to rewire your response, not through force, but through repetition, through grace, through kindness to yourself when you mess up. And believe me, you will mess up. I still do. I still snap sometimes, still react too fast, still get emotional over silly things. But now I see those moments not as failures, but as training opportunities, and I recover quicker. That's growth. And one day, when everything really goes sideways, when your life suddenly shifts and you're in the eye of the storm, you'll feel it. The world will be panicking. People around you will be overwhelmed, lashing out, breaking down. And you'll be still. You'll be clear, focused, calm. Not because it's easy, but because you prepared. You practiced. You trained when it didn't matter, so you could perform when it did. And someone will look at you and say, "How are you so calm right now?" And you'll smile, not out of arrogance, but out of quiet pride, and say, "Because I trained for this." You earned that calm. You built that reflex. And now, no matter how rough the skies get, you don't break, you fly.